By Congressman Tom Malinowski, who sits on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Congressman, you were on the ground in Ukraine a couple of weeks ago. Do you think that this is going to be a quick war or a long, dragged-out war that becomes a quagmire for the Russians?
I don't think it's going to be a quick war, Michael. I think the Ukrainians are going to fight and fight hard and fight long. They may be outgunned. They may be outnumbered. They may have to fall back. They may suffer losses, but they're not going to give up their country, not that easily. So I think Putin's going to get a lot more than he bargained for here.
Are we going to be able to keep it from becoming a wider war?
President Biden has said that we're going to defend every inch of NATO territory. Ukraine borders, as you know, Poland, Romania, Lithuania. It's right there on NATO's eastern flank. That's why President Biden has reinforced those countries. And I think Putin understands that if he sets 1 inch into NATO territory, he's going to be at war with the entire NATO alliance. I don't think he's going to do that.
Did Putin surprise you this week by this maneuver?
I'm not surprised anymore by anything he does. I wasn't sure he was going to do it, but I knew that it was a strong possibility. He has a fantasy that he is destined to reconstitute, to rebuild the Soviet Union, to destroy this young democracy in Ukraine. He has been talking about it for years. And one thing I've learned in a lifetime of working on these issues is when dictators say something, they usually mean it, even if it sounds crazy.
So is the United States doing what it should be doing now? Are the sanctions enough in your view?
I think Joe Biden's done a very good job preparing for this. He built an international coalition that was ready to punish Putin before he even committed this crime. We're much better off than we were in 2014 when Putin first invaded Ukraine, and the sanctions he's announced are indeed extremely crippling. There's more that can be done, and I'm pushing the administration to do more. We've got to work with our European allies to cut Russia off from the SWIFT system. That is the bank-to-bank transfer system that if you're not in that, you're not in the global economy. I'd like to see us start seizing yachts and planes and luxury apartments belonging to Russian oligarchs around the world. I think we're going to see that, and still only the second day of our response to this invasion. But we're going to need to be very serious and show real staying power over the coming weeks, months, and possibly even years.
What are the fears that this could become a world war?
I believe deterrence works, Michael. Russia, in all the years we have been in an adversarial relationship with Russia, they have never attacked the United States or any NATO country. They respect our power. They respect deterrence. This is why the Ukrainians so desperately wanted to be members of NATO, because that comes with protection. So I'm confident as long as we maintain our strong defenses, including the military spending that is a burden to us but keeps us safe, as long as we stay united with our NATO allies and continue to reinforce them, that we can deter Putin from doing something that stupid. And in the meantime, we got to make sure he pays a price for